sign the safety. But after that came out, Jerry Jones said during a radio interview that he strongly disputed the report and said he is the only one who knows. So, Shannon, what do you make of Jerry's response here? He's in charge.
I don't believe they're going to sign him. Jerry, because I'm scared. You know how Jerry works. When Jerry wants somebody, the ink is barely dry on the waiver wire in the league's office, and he's already got the guy on the plane coming to Dallas. Jerry's probably made some phone calls. And he's probably got the word of how things ended up and how badly they ended up. And Mike McCarthy, if I'm not mistaken, said yesterday we're happy with the safeties that they had in camp. So it's going to be very interesting to see. Could be wrong, but I don't believe the Cowboys are going to sign him. Skip. I really don't.
I now do. I believe it was significant that Jerry Jones went out of his way publicly to shoot down the report that he is not interested in Earl Thomas. In fact, I believe this would be a strong indication from the Jerry that I know that he is about to take the plunge, and it will be a plunge on signing Earl Thomas because obviously it is a huge risk.
No, not to Jerry, though. To someone else. But Skip. The guy doing sign Greg Hardy.
I know, but I got that. Those are different issues.
Yes.
But Earl caused a string of incidents and issues in Seattle and in Baltimore.
The guy you had a lot of problems with in Dallas, Charles Haley. I love Charles. He ain't no way Earl had more problems coming from those two places than what Charles had from San Francisco.
Just San Francisco.
Yes. And you know, and we don't need to get into it, but you know and I know.
I know all those problems.
Yes.
And Jerry did plunge on that deal, and Carmen Policy will forever have egg on his face because he gave the last piece to the Super Bowl puzzle to Dallas within his own conference. The player that came back to beat him and bite him was Charles Haley. And Barry Switzer would often tell me, Charles is as fine a player as I've ever coached. They bonded. They were great together.
But in that locker room, they couldn't control him.
Okay.
He went to a veteran locker room where they had other guys, and he blended well.
I got it. Earl Thomas, obviously, is from the state of Texas. He went to the University of Texas. He has always been very open about, I want to play for the Dallas Cowboys.
Right.
Maybe he's to the point in his career where he's starting to hang just by the thinnest of ropes off the edge of the cliff right now, where he's in danger of being out of the league because when those coaches give up on you and those two GMs, both of them highly respected, say, no mas, we're done with you, then I'm afraid you might be on your last legs.
I'll be honest, all the way 100. I'm going to keep it real, keep it buck right here, as we say in the community. Skip, I would have a problem with it if I was a teammate. If I'm in Seattle and he runs up the steps and says, come get me, I'm going to have a problem with that.
After Jason Garrett.
Yes, I'm going to have a problem with that.
Well, they had a lot of problems with him.
If you are a free agent, I got no problem with that. But when you're in this locker room and we're still playing games, I need your focus here. I need your mind here.
I got it.
So I would have a problem with
He wound up shooting the middle finger at Pete Carroll as he was carted off after he broke his leg against Arizona back 3 years ago.
Yeah, but you hear all these stories coming out. The guy's showing up late because he got to go get his car washed.
No, I got all of it. It's all awful. It's bad sign after bad sign after bad sign. But in the end, maybe if he's on his last legs as a Dallas Cowboy, he's got to be on his best behavior. Maybe if he's on a make-good deal, because that's what they're trying to haggle right now. You like a Cam Newton, low base.
You have some incentives.
Yeah.
You're not the days of getting a big contract, Skip, I believe those are over.
Well, he just got $38 guaranteed million from the Baltimore Ravens.
Yes.
Biggest contract that organization had ever given a non-quarterback.
Yeah.
So was that not a license to misbehave?
And in that locker room, Skip, like I said, I know the culture of that locker room. I like to think I helped establish a little small piece of it.
You did.
And you can't get along in that locker room. Skip, you missing meetings, you missing walkthroughs, you blow an assignment, the dude call you out and you punch him.
You didn't just blow an assignment. You blitzed out of nowhere for no apparent reason.
And the dude says, bro, if you come to meetings and walkthroughs, I'm good. No, we're not good. And he gets mad and fire up on no boy.
He fired on him.
Like I'm saying, Skip, I'm still waiting for the Ravens. Somebody to say, you know, Earl was a good dude. Earl was this.
You're not going to hear it. You know, and I know you're not going to hear it. And I don't believe he has been a good dude, but he made the Pro Bowl last year for a team that went 14-2 and had the third best defense in the league last year.
Skip, how you
points allowed.
Think about it. You playing on that defense and you say, well, I don't really like the defense.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Skip, come on.
I got it.
Kind of tough to stand up for.
Welcome to Dallas, Earl.
Guys, will Luka drop his third 40-point game tonight against the Clippers? What is he going to do? We'll jump in next.